Morning, everybody. Rusty from the Rusty Razor, and we got another shave of the day. And today we're going to be going into one of my samples, Stirling's Agar. It smells like, well, a spicy kind of sandalwood style with a little bit like cedar style. It's a woody, spicy, because it's basically, there's not much left. Man, you can't even see that anymore. I think I got maybe 2 uses left in this thing. I've been burning through it, but it's kind of an interesting scent. It's probably not for everybody, but it has, you got the woody part of it, but then you get some basically spice notes out of it. Because basically what they do is they take a tree and they drill holes and stuff in it, and they infect it with bacteria and stuff like that, or something like that. Mold. Yeah, right up the nose. And then when you get it lathered up, it's still got that spicy note to it, but then you get kind of a smoky note coming off of it. Very interesting. Not bad. I like it. Others may not like it. I don't. And let's see. And today we're going to be using a 1964 Gillette Slim with Perma Sharp. Second use of these today. Alright, so we'll just have to. I'm still in communication with my dad. Says he's going to pass me his the razors on. Still in the process of trying to find them. Where the star razor that he has, which is similar to this one. This is the gem right here. The star is very similar to this, and open it up. There you go. It opens up and stuff. Now the question is, I think you can use there's gem blades that are made by Persona. I think that's what you use in these things. So I'm going to have to make an order to get some, just to be able to use those. So that is the plan at the moment. So if you know the best place to get those, or what one I should know, if you know about that stuff, let me know. All right. Wow, where are you going? Iceberg, deadhead, all over the. It's drippy. Oh man! Once you got this thing lathered up and all over your face, you get a nice scent coming off of this thing. Wow, smells good. And there's a lot of body to this. I only used like maybe a nickel amount of soap, and look at that. Just like, oh, it's going and gone. Blep. It's got a nice little bit of lather there that will last me a good shave. Heck, that's 2 shaves worth of lather there. That just lathered up really nice. Alright, let's get this going here. Second use of these blades. They seem to be working good with these Slim. The Slim was my grandfather's razor. If you're new to the channel, I have a lot of vintage stuff. Starting to pick up new stuff, but this was, I picked up from my grandfather. I was talking with my brothers last week. Their birthday. We went and had a birthday party and got together with all my brothers and discussing. One of my cousins also has my grandfather had a couple razors that he used. And he has one of the other ones that he had. And I was like, oh, so you're the one that got the other one. Because he got it, his dad got it, and his dad was going to throw it away. Because his dad sold their house and bought a travel home, so they go around the country and visit and sightsee. And he was gonna throw everything out, and that was one of the things he rescued from. He's like, they said that means nothing. It's just a razor, and they just it's like he was tossing everything, but he rescued it. Like, thank God. It's kind of interesting is that how certain individuals, my mother-in-law is one of them, when she was moving out of her house to an apartment, for a retirement apartment, she was like, I'm going to throw all this stuff out in the garbage. And the daughters were all like, no, you're not. We're taking all this stuff. Because she was going to throw out all the family pictures and everything. It's like, I mean, it's nothing. It's just pictures. And we're talking some of the only pictures of her grandparents, and, you know. So some individuals just don't care. It's like, it's just stuff. Doesn't matter. It has no meaning to them. And that my uncle's the same way. It's like, oh, I was kind of glad to hear that. Oh my God, I need to pull moisture in the face. That they value stuff in the family. Because I got stuff from my grandfather, like down the, I went down my t-shirt. Oh man, I may have to jump in a shower just to rinse off my chest, because I went right down in here. Like, oh, that's not good. I smell like agar all day. This stuff's pretty strong. You ever do that? Like sometimes you shave and then you're like, oh man, the scent is too much. I just have to do a rinse off or something. But yeah, it's kind of aggravating at times. But I don't know. That's one thing I do, is I value everything. Because once your family member is gone, it's amazing is that I can look at this and start using it, and I just remember my grandfather using it when watching him shave when I was a young kid. He passed away when I was like 11 years old. It was in the 70s. He was only 65 at the time when he passed. 1975. Yeah, it's been a long and interesting road. Yeah, for some individuals, it's that grew up with, when they started shaving, it was all been cartridge razors and everything. This is what I grew up with. And I shaved like this for 17 years before I started really using a cartridge razor. Mostly because the price of it was $5 for 5 razor blades. And they made it so it was cheaper to buy the cartridges than it was to buy the blades. Basically, they were trying to phase everything out. And you had to go to like a Walgreens or something, or drugstore sometimes to find the blades. Crazy. Then you didn't have soap either. Like nothing was on the shelves for shave soap. Because at the time when I was shaving, wet shaving, it was, which I don't know where this wet shaving tag or whatever they started calling it came from, but to me it was just shaving. But it's interesting how the new generation has renamed stuff. But Spug. Nice bit of floaty soap in the sink. Build up with water, and then you got this iceberg floating in there. Alright, let's go against the grain here. But yeah, back in the day, you had your choice of, when it comes, most of the time it was just Williams soap, Old Spice soap, shave soap, and occasionally, what the heck's that other one? My dad always used Old Spice. That's what I always used too, is Old Spice. It'd be one of those things where, you know, he'd go, I'm getting low. The next time you're over at the store, could you pick me some up? And I was like, well, no big deal, because it's like $2-3 to buy a puck. It wasn't that expensive at the time. And you get this little box and with the soap in it. I would buy a couple just to make sure he had some. It was like, okay, there's like 3 on the shelf. I'd buy 3 and, you know, like 1 for myself and leave a couple for him, because my parents weren't all that doing that well. I was like, help out however you could. But and my grandfather on my dad's side, he was a Williams soap guy. That's what he used all the time. That was his preferred. And my one grandfather on my mom's side, one who owned this right there, he was a Old Spice guy. Which, you know, I got one of his shave mugs up there, which I think I've showed before. I don't know if you can see it up there, but it was Old Spice mug. When I got the mug from him, it still had Old Spice soap in it. Or I guess I got it from my grandmother, and still had the soap in it. But I ended up using it up, and now it's empty. I just wished, it's kind of selfish in a way, but I would love to see is it Procter & Gamble, I think, that owns them now, that produces it, start producing Old Spice soap again for shaving. I got that cream, but the cream really didn't have any scent to it. Compared to what I'm used to. Suppose I should use it again. But pretty much keeping it for when I travel as a travel soap. And I'm thinking if I travel, I'll use that Wilkinson razor, and take that Old Spice cream with me. That would be my travel stuff. I need to get one of those collapsible shave bowls that you can get from Stirling. So I have a bowl. And these this Gillette razor is working good. Let's see. Alright, do a rinse off. Not seeing any weepers today, which means that setting 3 was pretty much what I've always used when it comes to shaving on all my Gillette adjustables. That's nice. Alright, let's go with my other grandfather's favorite soap, or not soap, but we're going to be using, come on, there we go. Avon Wild Country. Wow, that works really good with that Agar. It's a nice scent too. I like Wild Country. And you can still get the Wild Country from Avon. You can find it here and there, but you know, this is Avon Wild Country. There we go, in case you want to see it. But that was the shave of the day. That smells good. Alright, so that was Stirling Agar. I'm getting down to the last bit of it. There's not much left in this tub. It's getting down. Used to be a puck. Now it's down to nothing. Alright, and that was the 1964 Gillette Slim with some Perma Sharps. They work pretty good. I like the Perma Sharps. I don't use them very much anymore. It pretty much was when I first started back into shaving again. So I used right down to my last 50 or so of those. But alright, that was the shave of the day. Hope you guys like it. Like and subscribe. Share with your friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Rusty out.